Good morning. I'm Fear the Reaper,
And I'm Big Papa Timo.
and this is.
The mid-lunch crisis.
Well, how's everybody doing today?
Hopefully pretty good. Hopefully everybody's being safe and sane and all that other fun stuff.
Yeah, social distancing. And yet, good morning. Out and about,
I'm here.
enjoying the weather.
Nope, I gotta change that right off the bat. Oh goodness. Sorry, I had the audio still up. My bad.
So did I, actually.
It's amateur hour on the mid-lunch
It
crisis today.
is. So, how's your week been, Timo?
Not too bad, not too bad.
This was
Been
your this was your first week of bridge building.
Yeah, well, we didn't actually do any bridge building per se this week. We prepped for the bridge. So what we were doing out there was I was digging spots for the footers, getting everything prepped and ready to go, and cutting in a new road. So got that taken care of. That was all honky dory. Had some fun times on the heavy equipment. That wasn't really all that super heavy. Um, the excavator we were using was actually way underpowered. Just a little, what is it? It was a Komatsu. I believe it was a Komatsu.
Little mini.
Yeah, just a little mini. I mean, I knew it was going to be a mini X, but it was, probably a medium mini excavator. It really wasn't all that big or anything else like that. But got the job done. Knocked down about 40 trees and
Nice.
got the road cut in, and everything's good to go on that aspect. And had a good time. Got some sunburn like crazy though.
Yeah.
Got sunburned in places you're not supposed to get sunburned, like the top of your knees.
Oh.
Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks.
Yeah. That's why I always wear pants.
Yeah, well, it got to the point where it was so dang hot and humid that
Yeah.
something had to be done.
We had uh, we had 90s the one day. It was pretty
90s
hot.
are always fun.
Yeah. We're in full swing at work. I had Monday off and I still put in 76 hours, I think. So we are playing some 7 Days to Die today. Figured I'd change it up a little bit.
Totally forgot that you even got 7 Days to Die for PC. Honestly,
I did. We're gonna try and play and stream at the same time. Maybe. As I watch my frame rate go to 4 frames per second. I actually got 2 out of the 3 new RAM sticks for my computer. I'm waiting on one.
nice.
I'm waiting on one more. I actually ordered them like 2 months ago, but they have to come from China. Oh, so we are in the middle of the night doing nothing because there's zombies out there. So I finished one of the bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is ready for sale.
Nice. Now, which one did you finish?
I finished the gold one. That one's the 10th anniversary fuel injected.
Super spiffy model.
Yeah.
So, what did you end up having to put into it to get
Um,
it all finished up?
I have. See, I had new tires, new brakes, um, lots of fiddling with the clutch because it's a wet clutch.
Mm-hmm.
And as they sit, the oil um, turns to varnish, and then when you want to ride them after they've been sitting for years, the clutches tend to slip. What else did I do to that one? All the fluid changes, basic maintenance. That one actually didn't require a whole lot. They both ran when I got them, which was nice. New air filter. I think that one I had to rebuild rear master cylinder. Now the blue one, the one that I
Oh shit! Oops, excuse my language.
oops.
Playing a little Apex while we're chatting here. Just got my ass handed to me.
Yeah, now
Walked into a trap.
the blue one, which um, I have not decided whether I'm keeping it or not. Um, I did know that if I kept one, it was going to be the blue one. Um, what's up, Evil Bum? If I was going to keep one, it was going to be the blue one. Now that one I have both front calipers to rebuild yet. Um, Same fiddling with the clutch, getting it all cleaned up. Um, I already have the tires on it. Now that one was actually easier to work on than the gold one. The wheels pretty much came right off and back on. The gold one was CJ and I fought with it for probably a couple hours to get the rear wheel off, and then another hour, a good hour to get it back on.
Don't worry, Scott. I can read chat. I see your stuff.
Yeah, Scott was first in here today.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Well, welcome to the stream, Scott. This is we try and do this weekly. Sometimes life gets in the way, but
Yeah. Sometimes we oversleep.
yeah.
I think we've had just as many cancellations due to both of us sleeping through our alarms as we
Yeah.
have to real life getting in the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all sorts of fun. All right, so what do you? God, that looks so different.
It does.
It really looks so different compared to
Right now, I'm just waiting.
console.
I'm waiting for morning, which just happened, so I can actually go out. The times are different on PC too.
What do you mean?
Uh, night ends at 4 a.m. instead of 6 a.m.
Oh, okay.
I can go this way.
Yeah, the graphics are definitely much better. So what mode are you playing on? And
This is just a basic, what do they call it? Scavenger, I think.
gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't change any of the settings or anything. Now, the graphics are actually even better than this. Unfortunately, streaming and playing is taxing my system pretty good.
Gotcha.
Excuse me. But it's holding up. Also, the zombies don't carry anything.
You mean they don't have loot on them?
No, they don't.
That's weird. Why
Yeah.
would they not have loot?
I don't know. You can't even loot them. It doesn't even give you the option or anything.
Yeah, Scott Reaper's actually the one responsible for me playing FS19. He's the one that got me into that. It was all his fault.
It is all my fault.
All his fault. So you can blame all that on him.
It's a fun game.
It is. It's a lot of fun. I've had a really good time with it. Met all sorts of really cool people and done some really cool things and having a good time with it.
Normally, I'm playing FS19 mining and construction. But like I said, I decided to change it up a little bit today.
It's kind of funny because I told everybody on my stream last night that we were doing this, and I invited everybody to come by and posted a link on my page and the new group that I did for the community and everything else like that. And I was like, yeah, he'll probably be playing the mining and construction map, so you guys will be able to see, you know, what a bunch of the PC players get to have. And lo and behold, here we are playing with zombies.
Oh, I'll probably switch.
So I am hoping that in the very, very near future, I get my PUA stuff. That would make me very, very happy. And because you know, Reaper, you know what I'm expected to get in return for that.
Yeah.
That would make my life a lot easier. I mean, I got a dead truck sitting out in the yard right now. My wife doesn't have a car. I'm borrowing my buddy's car. I have been for the last like 2 months. No work, no income, other than, you know, the new job out there in Ohio and everything else like that. And it's difficult. But I'm definitely getting a PC when I get that money.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, all right, well, I'm gonna take a little chunk of this. And I'm gonna go buy myself a nice gaming rig.
There you go.
Just have at it. Be able to play with some other folks. Yeah, get back to the old school people. Now the other thing, another interesting thing. So we have the local esports place here is reformatting. So I put in an application to join their crew as well.
Ooh.
Mainly because the owner of said company is trying to date my daughter. And I'm thinking he might have to bribe Big Papa Timo to get in good graces with the dear old dad. And you know, a nice gaming rig would be a good way to do it. I'm horrible. I'm a horrible person. So I'm sitting here looking at the PUA page. Apparently, they just changed it over. They're not sending cards anymore. They're sending paper checks.
Oh.
The notice of pandemic unemployment assistance filed was mailed to all PUA claimants in the system due to recent discovery of attempts by scammers using personal information obtained from the sources other than L&I to apply for PUA. Oh, geez. So there's another delay. Great.
Yeah, that's
Paper check is
snail mail.
yeah. I'm hoping that, maybe mine's already in the system and I'll get a card with it. But I'm glad they're cracking down on some fraud. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so hey, and they finally gave me the fraud hotline. So here's one of the things that really, really bothers me about this. They don't give you um they don't give you phone numbers to call.
No.
They don't give you any way to actually contact a live individual.
Oh, Dark Apex God. Welcome to the Reaper Nation, buddy.
Hey, it's another one of my boys. What's going on?
Should get to Dancing Reaper in a minute here.
Ooh, Dancing Reaper time. Oh, Scott, you're gonna love some of the mods that Reaper has for it, and you're also gonna hate some of the mods that he has for it. Um, the funniest one that I see on the mining and construction are his dump truck and his front loader. His front loader looks like this giant. Well, it looks like a front loader. But next to it, he'll have this little dump truck that holds, what does it hold now? 2 million
2 million.
liters?
Yep, 2 million.
2 million liters, but it's the size of a Tonka toy compared to the front loader. So it looks like it would fit in the bucket of the front loader, but the front loader only holds
36,000.
36,000 per scoop. And then the one that holds the most is actually much smaller. So it's quite humorous. Quite humorous.
Now, here's one of the big differences between PS4 and PC for 7 Days to Die, and that's mods. You don't just have your base weapons, you can actually upgrade them. Like this is, I just found a magazine extender mod.
Mm-hmm.
So that would give me, the ability to hold more ammo. And there's more items, more variety of stuff. I'm gonna switch here, Scott. I'm gonna switch to Farming Simulator. Let's go this way.
All right, so just for gits and shiggles.
There, I just got the forge schematic. Nice.
Yeah, okay, so that's not gonna happen. Sorry, I'm playing with the PUA site while we're talking here.
Oh yeah.
I would really like to get this rolling, but without a pin number.
Yeah.
They actually put a phone number up there too. Holy crap.
Ooh.
So Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. So I can give them a call tomorrow. I'll try the live chat thing. So speaking of which, so touching on the subject, Scott had mentioned that he wanted to talk about things going on with. I don't know if YouTube's still cracking down on the use of the name, but we're still going to call it Captain Crunch
Yep.
just in case because we don't want to get Reaper shut down. Um, Early on in the pandemic, YouTube was cracking down on misinformation as they should. And so we came up with the little bit of code. So for all of you new folk, we're gonna call it Captain Crunch. So with the Captain Crunch situation, obviously a lot of people out of work, a lot of people unemployed, a lot of people losing their jobs. Um, so Reaper's up in Western Pennsylvania. I'm in Western Pennsylvania. So we go through a lot of stuff. Reaper's been super, super helpful because he's really good at research. So he came up with all the pandemic unemployment assistance stuff, sent me a bunch of links, told me that where to go and check things out. And I filed for it. And they sent me the notice last week saying that I did qualify and told me how much I qualify for based off of my first quarter 2019 earnings. Um, as self-employed, you have to send them quarterly earnings, and first quarter for me is, of course, the lowest volume that I do out of the whole year. Convenient. Um,
Okay.
but they sent me the notification that I qualified, but didn't send me the card or the pin. Southern Stalker, what's going on, buddy? How you doing today?
What's up?
And it's a little frustrating because for so many different reasons. So have you figured out what you're doing with Rent-A-Child yet?
Um.
Are you guys turning the studio into Rent-A-Child bedroom?
Uh. Not the studio. We actually have what was going to be my studio.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. The before I decided that I didn't want to clean it out. Um. It they cleaned it out. I still have to build her a bed. Um, Actually, one of the guys at work is giving me an IKEA bed that I'm gonna modify. But yeah, she's here. I think she's here to stay. So I am over encumbered.
Bro, time to ditch some stuff.
Yep, time to go back to the other house, which is right across the street. I'll empty out here, and then I'll switch to farming sim. So, have you put any thought into like what kind of gaming PC?
No, because I don't want to get my hopes up on something that I can't afford.
Yeah.
And until I actually have cash in pocket, and you know me, as soon as we get any type of money or stuff like this, I'm going to go through and get all the necessities first. I've been sitting here thinking about Stacy's car and everything and her lack of transportation. And with me being gone 4 days out of the week now in Ohio, I'm going to be taking my truck with me. Now they still do the school lunch program. They're taking a week off,
Excuse me,
which I
sorry.
feel kind of bad for a lot of the local kids because they're gonna go for a week without that regular food. Hopefully that their parents and everything can make adjustments while they shift to um, the summer program. And what they're doing for the summer program is instead of doing just 5 days worth of food, they're doing 7 days.
Oh.
They're actually going to be providing food for 7 days for the kids, and it's going to go Monday pickup, and then instead of Wednesday pickup, they're going to do a Thursday pickup so that a lot of this stuff doesn't spoil. And I got to give them like mad credit because they've gotten very creative with the meals they've been providing the kids. Um, they're getting these little styrofoam cups full of veggies, carrots, peas, corn, whatever. But last week they also sent home one of these big styrofoam cups full of taco meat that you could heat up, and then they sent buns and tortillas and stuff like that with some cheese and some other fixins. And Kudos to Gallagher's, the local milk supplier up here, for giving out the half gallons to the kids instead of the little cardboard cartons. Um, so they have to switch up the schedule, and they really had to give a bunch of these people some time off because a lot of the people that were doing all the volunteer work, that's exactly what they were. They were volunteers passing out food prep, and everything. And I know Sheets and Gallagher's have both had a real big part of um, supplying these things. So, Sheets is based in Altoona, Pennsylvania, and they've got their big food processing plant out there and everything, and they're having a hard time keeping staff in such a large food facility. With everything going on, so they've got to be real careful, and they've got to treat their employees well. Gallagher's the same way, but they've been doing all this stuff, so we start doing that. But with Monday and Thursday pickups, I'm not going to be here. So as it stands right now, unless we continue borrowing my buddy's car, Stacy won't have a vehicle to go get these things. Plus, she's working a lot of the times, and none of the other kids, other than Kate, drive. And Kate moved out, so we're like, okay, got some logistics issues to work out now. It's all sorts of fun. So we shall see. So I think one of the first things we're going to do before I get a gaming rig is to get her reliable transportation. Yeah, so they sent the taco meat. It was really good. Um, my 8-year-old son doesn't really like spiced foods at all, so he refused to eat the taco meat. Um, my 6-year-old daughter, on the other hand, loves it. So, Scott, we normally run till about 2 p.m. That's always our goal, is from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Sometimes we go longer. Very rarely do we go shorter.
Yeah.
But it does happen. All right, so
So I'm switching to Farming Simulator.
go with that.
We're loading. So we actually didn't get the Dancing Reaper today.
No, we did not. I can barely hear you too.
Oh. Pull my mic a little closer.
So what is this doing?
You said you're playing Apex.
No, well, right now I'm actually trying to set up Modern Warfare.
Ah.
Again, you're still really low, audio-wise.
I don't know why. I didn't change anything.
Oh, it was me. Sorry, I rolled you down. My
Yeah.
bad. There we go. I can hear Reaper again.
All right. So this is the mining and construction map. Here's I'm actually in the mine right now. This is my front loader. The big Cat 994F. One of my trucks with my fuel tanker.
Oh my goodness.
There's one of my dump trucks. I don't remember why it's out here. I do. Because it doesn't fit under the hopper for the river sand.
That is a big file. I don't know if I have room for that. No, I do not. So apparently Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the initial download is like 30 gigs, and then once you get there, it's like, here's another 105 gigs you need to download.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Now I haven't. All the mods I have, Scott. I don't know.
He has hundreds. Scott,
Yeah.
hundreds. Bunch of bootleg stuff. Also, he does. So one of our buddies, DTAP Gaming, is a modder. He makes his own mods. He did the Rad Rod. He did the auto load trailer and everything else like that. Reaper does product testing for him, beta testing. So he's got some stuff on there that's probably not even available to the general community yet.
Yeah, not yet. I've one that actually I don't even have the rat rod on this map. To go over some of the mods, the ones that I can remember. This truck obviously is a mod. The loader, actually this entire map. I have personal vehicle mods. Most of my vehicles are all mods. All of my trucks. Yeah, there's my other dump truck. It's rather large.
That's what she said.
We don't play together anymore because I switched to PC.
Yeah, this is not something I can do with him.
We
anymore.
we did. We actually played quite a bit on PlayStation.
Yeah, actually, that's when I tell those stories about how I started out, where the whole reason I do the struggle maps, Scott, is because I never had the opportunity or never really had to deal with playing by myself early on. Every time I got on, Reaper and I were playing together. We were playing with Jenny. We were playing with Melissa. We were playing with a couple other people. So I've always had the ability to play multiplayer. So I never had to deal with, doing all the stuff, by myself. So doing a couple of the struggle maps, that's really just to teach myself what other people get to go through. Reaper was always there for me. Jenny was always there for me. And pretty much the three of us in particular, we would get on, plus Tragic Trucker and Galaxy Void, a couple other people. We were all ones that we played a bunch of different games together, either 7 Days to Die, Farm Sim, Apex, No Man's Sky. We got together for a whole bunch of different things. I've always had a nice group of people that I could play with, and it's always been real good that way. And it was kind of a bittersweet thing when I went to Facebook Gaming, away from YouTube. That kind of cut off a lot of our interactions, and then Reaper moved on to PC right about the same time, um, he had the opportunity to get some gaming rigs, and got a really good deal on some computers and stuff like that. And we had always talked about making that changeover to play PC, and he had an opportunity to do it well before I did. Um, so he went PC and I went Facebook gaming, and unfortunately we don't really interact all that often together, other than here. And like even here, he's playing on the PC while we're talking, and I'm currently on my PS4. But I'm not playing the same game. We're not playing together. So, um,
What's
but
up,
luckily
JP?
we've maintained our friendship. So hey, what's going on, JP? How you been, brother? Well, hello there. The miles that you have? What do you mean by miles?
I'm assuming he means mods.
Yeah, so on PC, mods are not the same as um,
Well,
console.
I can back out and you can actually see my list. But yeah, on PC mods are done differently. Um, I have all the same mods that you do in the mod hub, but then I also have the ability to go and get other ones.
Yeah,
Um,
he can go get zip files off
yeah,
of different sites and download it right to his game file. He can also alter the code for a lot of things, and this is something that actually Melissa touched on the other day. That what she did was she altered the volume that her harvesters could carry. So she added a 0. So basically, instead of 9,000 liters, she could hold 90,000 liters on something. It's not an option we have on console, but PC players can do.
yeah. See, I did that on this trailer, which is a modded trailer to begin with. Um, as you can see, it says capacity 200,000 liters. It does not. It now holds 500,000 liters.
Southern Stalker asking, should I change my logo? Um,
Uh, that's
well,
a
first off, I might change the spelling of Southern Stalker to add that H in there that's supposed to be there. Because right now you're Southern Stalker. I don't know if that's intentional or not, or a typo. Um, Personally, this is just personal. Um, oh no, it is Southern Stalker. Southern. Um, Anytime you have an SS on there, kind of dangerous.
yeah.
Um, it's just you might rub somebody the wrong way. You might get the wrong people um, coming to join you and stuff like that. But that's a thing you have to consider for yourself. The one that you have right now with the SS and the Southern Stalker. It's crisp and clean, but it's got an SS on it, um, which is dangerous. Use Newegg for computers. You can get about 1,000 for a solid gaming rig. Um, so as far as the gaming rig, my eldest son is he likes to build hardware, and he likes to build rigs and everything else like that. He's actually got a bunch of the base parts for me, um, and I've got some stuff in mind. He knows what I want to do, and he knows how I want to go about it. Um, so it's one of those things. I'll take a look at it when the time is right. Too close to the whole funny mustache man. Yeah, exactly, Pac-Man. I want to change it to a Freemason logo. Are you a Freemason?
So here's a list of some of the mods I have. Now here's one that I haven't got to work yet. Is the Follow Me mod. And basically, what the Follow Me mod is uh, you're supposed to be able to set it up to where you can drive the lead vehicle and the computer will follow you anywhere on the map. I have not gotten it to work yet. There's another one on here as well, which is the
JP, honestly, I haven't looked at No Man's Sky since they dropped the mechs, honestly. So I have
yeah.
no idea what's coming down the pike.
I have not.
Um,
I haven't played since before that.
it's unfortunate because I know, a lot of people know me as having been real heavy in No Man's Sky and everything else like that. I've been almost exclusively farm sim these days.
Yeah, see, No Man's Sky for me is one of those games where I play for a while and then I have to leave it alone, and then I'll come
It's
back
definitely a
to it.
cyclical type thing.
Yeah.
Been doing a lot of Skyrim. Oh, I haven't played Skyrim in for ages.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Uh, I haven't played Skyrim since my 360.
Ooh. Yeah, I think I had Skyrim for Xbox One.
So I never got a one.
I also had the strong farmer mod, which I had to get because otherwise I couldn't pick up the gold boxes. Because that one of the main things you do here on the mining construction map is mine for gold, and it comes out in these nice little toolboxes. The problem is that holds
Pretty
4,000.
heavy.
Yeah, that holds 4,000 liters of gold, and you can't pick it up. See, I already have one in my Toyota pickup. You can also, in addition to gold, you can make other products like asphalt, which I'm currently making right now. You mine stone and separate it into its base components. There's also, yeah, see, I actually have quite a bit of asphalt that I need to get rid of. There's also other things on this map that I haven't even gotten into, like the making of bricks, steel. I think there's a couple other things on here too. With the mods in my mod menu, dude, there's too many to go through them all and explain them one by one. Most of those mods are the same mods you have. Like I said, there's a few. Um, Everything related to this map is PC specific. Um, the rat rod, the autoloader, this trailer. Um, the follow me mod, the auto drive mod. Oh, I did not want to go down in there. Yeah, the auto drive is the one where I haven't gotten it to work either. Basically, you set up a route and the computer will drive it. If you can set it to load, unload, harvest, refuel, anything you want. But I haven't gotten it to work. Of course, I haven't messed with it very much. I will probably get it to work in December.
In December? Is that
Yes.
what you said?
Yes, in December when I get laid off again.
Ah, I gotcha.
Have I tried the new MCM to manage the mods? No. What is the MCM, Mr. Pac-Man? Are you talking about Skyrim or Farming Sim? If you're talking about Skyrim, neither one of us have played in ages. Yeah, unfortunately, when I'm working, I do road construction, and I only have one day off a week, and it is Sundays. And since a good portion of my day is dedicated to the mid-lunch crisis, I don't have a lot of time for gaming. Oh, yeah, no, I have not. I didn't even know it was a thing.
Doom Eternal. Ooh, I haven't tried that yet.
No. See, what we need to do is once Big Papa Timo gets his gaming rig, we need to get him to expand his gaming a little bit. Maybe once a week try a new game or something.
It's something I have actually thought about. I have thought about it.
Maybe not once a week because games are expensive, but
Well, it depends on the game, too.
Yeah.
It depends on how you go about getting it. Yeah, there's always all sorts of free games out there, but honestly, with the way the channel's gone, I just hit 1,500 followers the other day.
nice.
And I was sitting there having, had a little conversation during the stream that, in the 2 years that I've known Sword, and how formative of a guy and a good community member he's always been, remembering me when I took my break and helping out other people and everything else like that. In the 2 years he's been streaming, he just hit 2,000 followers.
I saw that
4 days ago. And I hit 1,500 in under 4 months on Facebook Gaming. Just shows the huge difference between platforms. Most of the mods he's running, Scott, are PC only.
Yeah, they're like I said, I tried to go through the ones I can remember. Like I said, I'm not going to sit and go through the list because they're. I mean, that would
Hundreds.
take that would take the rest of the stream and then some. Uh, but to be honest, Scott, pretty much if you can think it, somebody's made it. Um, there are a bunch of websites where you can go to get PC mods. Uh, and like I said, I mean, this is a prime example. These trucks. This is a cab over Kenworth. That's a mod. That trailer's a mod. Those are both PC only. These trucks here, my Peterbilts, those are mods. This Toyota Hilux is a mod. Again, the dump trucks, the excavators. Pretty much everything in this list is all PC specific. All these excavators. I will check it out as soon as we're done because I'd like to get Civilization. JP said that Epic Games is giving away free games if you do the two-factor authentication.
Oh. Now, Epic Games just had a huge problem, though. They had a huge crack, and then they also had a bunch of crashes. I don't remember the specific problems they were having, but I do remember reading very briefly that Epic's got all sorts of issues going on.
This is another.
That would explain why they're doing the dual authentication. If they were having hacks, then.
Yeah, this tanker's a mod. This tanker holds 180,000 liters of liquid. Which Borderlands, JP? Because I never played the first one. I've beaten the second one 3 times actually, but I haven't played the third one yet. It was on my list of games to get for PlayStation before I moved to PC. Which, like Timo said, I was not... okay, yeah, that's what I have for the PlayStation. I was not planning on moving to the computer for quite some time. Basically, until I went back to work. And my wife had told me she wanted a gaming laptop. And I found a pretty good deal on an old workstation that games actually very well. And the guy that we bought it off of actually had a desktop, an old Dell Precision. And I got a screaming deal on it. Now, it came with a video card in it, but it was okay for most, but like it wouldn't play 7 Days to Die or anything kind of intense like that. So I upgraded the graphics card. I'm currently running a 1660 Ti. 1660 Ti. I just got 2 of the 3 RAM sticks that I ordered. So when I get that one and get everything installed, it'll have 24 gigs of RAM, which for what I do will be plenty. What games are there for PC? Every game. Pretty much every game is for PC. I also have ATS, but I don't have the European version. I have the American version. But yeah, almost every game is made for PC as well as console. There are a few console exclusives, but not many. Did I tell you I upgraded my hard drives, Timo?
Nope.
I now have 4 terabytes. I have two terabyte SSDs in there.
Nice.
Unfortunately, though, I have to get. I don't have to, but this computer for some reason won't boot from an NVMe drive. So I'm still running Windows off of a regular hard drive. Alright, JP, are you referring to the fact that I'm smoking? Yes, I do smoke. Cigarettes. This is why I don't do face cam. Because you're not allowed to smoke on YouTube. What else is new? I put a down payment on yet another gun. This one is a single action revolver. The old cowboy style. You still there, Timo?
Yep, I'm still here.
Occasionally we have to check because we have a tendency to mute and forget to unmute. I do it quite a bit, more so than Timo does. You know, JP mentioned the green out in California. It was kind of funny. I was talking about this with one of the guys at work. Normally, my industry and my company in particular are pretty diligent about drug testing. I actually got drug tested 3 times last year. And this year they called everybody back to work and didn't do a single drug test. What company is that? And there's no such thing as a throwaway gun, JP.
There's the High Point.
Okay. High Point makes crappy pistols. Really, really crappy. Don't buy a High Point.
Now, see, there's a funny thing about High Point. High Point is either really, really good or really, really bad. And if it's really bad, you should just throw it away.
Yeah, and which is pretty much every high point pistol ever made. High point does really well in their carbines, their pistol caliber carbines. I actually own one. Um, but as far as pistols, they can't get it right.
Yeah.
Um, if you're looking at high point, I would steer you away from that. For the same price as a new high point, you can get a used um, Glock or Sig or Springfield, something like that. Um, if you're looking for a gun like that, JP, something that you like put in your go bag or stash in your car or whatever, uh, look at a used Glock. Especially, yeah, the slide on the high point 380 and the high point 9 are ridiculously big. Yeah, look, I would suggest looking at a used Glock. Um, I picked up one for it was right around 300. Um, yeah, I would never. I've owned a couple high point pistols. Um, the last one I actually pretty much gave away. Um, my buddy that owns the gun store, I actually gave it to him for 2 boxes of 5.56 ammo.
Now, see, I'm a big fan of actually smaller caliber things for like bug out bags and stuff like that. Yeah, 9 is great and all sorts of other things. But, honestly, when it comes down to it, if you're looking for something that's got readily available ammo pretty much anywhere, um, my Walther P22 is phenomenal. It's really small, really light, and doesn't have the most stopping power, obviously, because it's a 22. But a 22 will definitely scare the ever-loving crap out of somebody. If you're just going for um, intimidation factor, which is very important a lot of the times, the Walther is extremely loud. Huge muzzle flash on a 22, and you can literally carry hundreds of rounds for a 22 with you anywhere you go very, very easily.
Uh,
But again, not as much stopping power.
and I actually I have quite a few 22 caliber uh, firearms. We're gonna say I have more than six, uh, and I wholeheartedly agree that as far as some of them, like the Walther is really small. You can get them as big as you want. I have a full frame Sig that's a 22 caliber. Um, but for readily available cheap ammo, you can't beat the 22. Uh, you can actually still get. You can go to Walmart and get 100 rounds of CCI mini mags for $7. What IQ do I have? What's IQ? Like, I, yeah, I don't know. Like my mental IQ, I happen to know what that is, but I'm sure you're not referring to that. You are referring to my mental IQ.
I don't know, Southern. What's yours?
Yeah, what's your IQ, Southern?
We asked you second.
120? Quite respectable.
All I know is I'm above 60.
So
Well
you,
above 60.
well, so you know your name and you've mastered walking and talking. Uh, Actually, can't get my mouse out. Timo,
Got it.
yeah.
That's fine.
120 IQ and you are 11. Well, that's, like I said, that's quite respectable. Now, one thing about your IQ is it doesn't change a whole lot. You're going to pretty much be 120, I would say somewhere between 117 and 125 is going to be your IQ for the rest of your life.
Just bear in mind, your IQ doesn't mean how smart you are. It's just your intelligence quotient for your capacity to learn.
Yep.
I've known plenty of people with high IQs that were just morons. Especially when we're talking common sense.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
that.
most uncommon of intelligence.
Yeah, unfortunately, common sense is lacking these days in a lot of people. Very common sense is a foreign idea. Well, um, I wouldn't say it's foreign to just people with high IQs. Flat earthers have none. JP was 165, which is quite respectable considering anything over 160 is considered genius. Mine is not quite that high. To answer your question, Southern, mine is a 148. Slept through physics. Do you have construction contracts in this game, Scott? No. Um, you don't actually build anything. Um, Basically, what you saw me do there was just deliver asphalt to a sell point. Um, Now, as far as the normal um, contracts, yes, the fertilizing, the cultivating, all that stuff, that's all still the same. Could make a wise decision to save your life. All right, Southern. Well, thanks for stopping by, buddy. It's always good to see you. Another nice thing is that I can change the speed at which my character runs. Getting it in. You had a hard time at getting into this game in its vanilla form. You know, um, I didn't see. I played Farming Simulator since they first started making it. I've always enjoyed it. So, and most of it up until uh, recently with 19 has been on PlayStation. So I haven't had access to anything other than the official mods from the Mod Hub. Time to buy a harvester.
Oh. Playing Prison Rules Apex.
Ooh.
Turned into a straight up slugfest.
And actually, going in and changing the capacity on the harvester is not a bad idea. I may have to do that.
What's your current capacity?
This one is 17,000.
Is that an echo and a deal?
Yes, it is. I have not done any of the global company yet, Scott. SCP content?
What is SCP content?
Yes. Inquiring minds want to know. Drive through this guy's field.
That's not the button I wanted to push. Just love how I do that sometimes. Supernatural horror? Not really.
No. Yeah, not really.
Yeah, Scott, I'll be going live later on today.
We are harvesting some corn, which we're going to turn into fuel.
So how much of that map do you now own?
Actually, only, I don't own very much of it. I own the mine itself, the facility. I own field number 7, and the river sand and fuel processing facility. So yeah, not much. Yeah, see, there's the winery that I haven't gotten into. There's a bunch of stuff. Lithium ore, clay. Like I said, the clay is for bricks.
Team Mythos is a collaborative writing effort based on a fictional organization that secures, contains, and protects the general populace from anomalous people or objects. No idea what that is. I don't know what game I'm playing yet, Scott. I haven't decided yet. I'm actually still downloading Warzone. It's 130 gigs and it's taking its sweet time because I'm playing as it's downloading. I'm actually currently looking at Mod Hub. See what we got in the way of updates and stuff like that. Wrestle and lead, sweeping the brush. What the heck is that?
Oh.
Helps to clean the farm and streets. Clean the farm and streets of what?
Your map.
Yeah, but clean it of what? The streets are dirty.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. We're in an error. So we got some new logger trucks. Got a new feller buncher. TGS 44.56x6 Joskin swap bodies. You know, I actually need to do. I need to look at trailers. That's what I really need to look at because I need to find something to pick up. Something low to carry pellets. Really wish they would update the straw harvests. Still so disappointed with that DLC.
Are you looking for something to carry pallets of pellets?
No, it's just pellets.
Just
see, they haven't done the update, so pallets are the same price as loose pellets. So there is literally no point in there's no point in actually palletizing the pellets because it's just a waste of time.
Well, I think that was on purpose. I mean, why would they?
No, they were originally the pallets of pellets were supposed to be worth more than the pellets themselves. That was the whole point of having the factory to put them in pallet form.
You need something low?
Yeah, I need something low because the pipe out on them won't go to a standard size tractor trailer. So it needs to have a low lip. What I've been using is like the AgroLiner style.
Yeah.
Slightly lower, but you know, then you're stuck at capacity of like 36,000.
I was gonna say, yeah, that red one with the 36,000 capacity.
Pretty much the best one that I've found for the task.
Yeah.
The Crampy BB is actually what I'm using. Crampy BB. Ooh, actually, no, one of those is. Yeah, and if you make it too big, it goes. You can get it to 46,000, but it raises the lip too high.
Yeah. And it won't go into the Um, Let me look at it. It won't go into the Load King trailers or
No.
the pace setter.
Nope.
Because those are even lower than the.
Wait,
Excuse me.
let me back up. Okay, Mod Hub, thank you for locking up on me.
Yeah, try the Wilson pace setter.
Wilson pace setter. Just saw that. Where did that thing go? No, it won't go into the pace setters. They're too tall.
That's really, I mean, those are lower than your.
They're lower than the tipper, but it's still tractor trailer sized. And even most of the like the loading wagons and stuff like that are a little too tall. It's only up to 20,000. That doesn't help me. Again, though, it was a disappointing mod, honestly, for DLC.
Yeah, I actually haven't messed with it yet. Oop, ding. Chris Thomas, welcome to the Reaper Nation. Thanks for the sub. Hopefully this time we get a Dancing Reaper.
Probably not.
Probably not. Stream Elements. Apparently Stream Elements is suffering the effects of the Captain Crunch as well.
They give us one more 3-meter plow. I'm going to scream. Ooh, what is the lizard spider? Polished header. Ooh, okay, so that goes on the back of little teeny tractors. That's no fun. Big bag container of salt.
Creep and Freak, we're actually looking for something bigger. Something that'll hold more than 36,000. But that's small enough for the
Premos to get it up over the lip. Now, the other thing I've been running into, the Premos a lot of the times when you'll get a glitched version where you can't raise and lower the pipe. We bought two at the exact same time on one of the maps, and one of them you could raise and lower the pipe, and the other one you couldn't. It's a little disappointing. still debating doing a seasons map.
It's not actually as hard as people make it out to be.
No, it's got some boringness to it.
Yes and no. I mean, you can still speed up time. The only difference is really crop management. Um, you can't turn off stuff like crop withering and stuff like that, and uh, you have to be mindful of crop rotation. Big Papa T sent you. Well, welcome, Chris.
What's going on, Chris? How you doing, buddy? Gotta get Reaper's follower numbers up there.
Yeah, I don't really pay much attention to him anymore. The number, not the followers. I like each and every one of my followers. What's up, William?
Republic of William in the house. What's up, buddy? How you been? Alright, so what are you doing now? You're...
Getting a river sand.
And what is the river sand used for?
It gets processed into... Well, actually, I'm getting sand, and then that goes through the plant and gets processed into river sand, which I use for asphalt production.
So those remind me that I need to... I got a few things on the Discord. While we're at it. So, followers map. Edit message.
So we bought a brand new front loader at work.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned that. It's a case. And no one likes the case. But one day this week, I had to take it over to Ohio, over to Caddis, and push up stone with it as it was coming in. And I'd taken it out once before, and when I got it back, I told my boss that there was something wrong with it. When you put the bucket down, the bucket doesn't come down level. It actually hits on the right side first.
Yeah.
Which, when you're trying to minimize your losses of stone, can be problematic. That side of the bucket tends to want to dig in. And of course, I got, it's a brand new loader. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm doing something wrong. And I had it this week, and I had the same problem with it. So I brought it back, and I unloaded it, and I went in and got him, and I brought him out, and I showed him on our asphalt parking lot that's level. I said, this is what I'm dealing with. And when you put the bucket down, when the right side hits, the left side is still 2 inches off the ground.
What did he say?
He said, well, we'll have to check the tire pressure. It can't be the loader. My solution is to just not take that one anymore because I don't like it anyway. We have two cat loaders that I would much rather use.
Yeah. Alright, so
Republic of William is taking a yard work break. Creepin' Freak wants to know, did you say you had the RMT trailer?
don't know. And I'm not in a position to be able to look at the moment. Currently going through my mod list and updating which ones we're using on which maps for my followers.
What's up, Galaxy?
Galaxy Void in his house. Legal VFW 25,000. Legal Dolly.
Needs tar and sand.
These are all free. I don't know why I'm typing in free for every one of them.
Oh, we're doing all right. We're getting by. How about you, Galaxy? How are you doing?
Sorry guys, not looking at chat at the moment, trying to get all this stuff in here. GCB 435S.
Creeping Freak said that RMT trailer is 36,000 liters, which is kind of where we're at. Is kind of the cap where Timo's stuck at right now.
What's that?
He said that RMT trailer has a capacity of 36,000.
Yeah, that's where I'm stuck right now. Sorry, Creep, not paying enough attention.
Galaxy's trying to lose the 10 pounds he gained during the quarantine.
I hold down the shift button way too long.
It's just the coal mining map. Yeah, this is the mining and construction map, yeah.
Now, is there coal on there?
There is. It goes into asphalt as well. And I think it might be used in the making of steel.
That's a lot of mods I'm getting in here. Gosh. Telling me I'm done. Nope. All right, one more. There we go. Yay.
Creeping Freak is apparently James that plays with you.
Yeah. All right, so the full mod list for Ischia is now posted. That was a pain in my butt. Now I need to do edit Green River. All right, that's adjusted as well. All right, cool. Yeah, no worries. I can't even remember which trailer we're using on that. I'm actually going to load the map for Green River real quick. So we haven't had a single Dancing Reaper, but you've gotten multiple new people today.
Yeah,
That sucks.
kind of disappointed. It was working there good there for.
Yeah, we saw it last time.
Yeah.
So Galaxy, what are you doing putting on 10 pounds there, buddy? Getting fat? You trying to be me and Reaper? Didn't think you were man enough to hang with us? You had to bulk up a little bit, or just eating too well?
Yeah.
Because you can social distance and exercise at the same time. It is possible. I actually probably lost 10 pounds when I was out in Ohio this past week.
Sweating it out.
Yeah, oh my
Yeah.
God. It was brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah, between the heat and the rain.
Alright, so we are using the aggro liner. The biggest version of the aggro liner. With a capacity of, I believe, 36,000. Let's see which one we got. $45,000. Okay, so yeah, the aggro liner we're using. And that's working fairly well. Now the problem on the aggro liner is it has that that back tip bucket.
Well, there is another option.
I mean, we could use the crampies that are 59K, but I don't think it was fitting in those. I think that was the problem.
There is another option you can do.
What's that?
Transfer wagon.
What?
A transfer wagon.
What do you mean by a transfer wagon?
Auger wagon.
Auger wagons don't hold pellets.
Oh, really?
Not a one of them.
Well, that sucks.
It does. That's one of the other problems I've had with this DLC, that they so many of the things they just didn't update for pellets. You're like, what the heck are you guys doing? This is a game-wide thing. Now, the one cool thing, the recent thing, we've been playing on the Ischia map one of my followers' maps we're playing on that one. It's the new one with the grapes,
Mm-hmm.
and the harvester itself is a separate mod, so you could actually have a grape harvester on a map, but you can't plant grapes yet. So there's no way to actually plant the grapes. Yeah, so I'm sitting here looking at um, the Repeat 8400. It's got that little extra bump up on it. And that's the one that holds 59K. So I can't get the stupid pipe out up there.
Yeah, that's...
And of course now this Premos is not allowing me to hate this game sometimes. It's not letting me move the pipe. That's the one that was good. Get mad. Devante, what's up, buddy?
What is up?
Thank you for the Oreos. So nice to see Stream Elements actually drop them.
Yeah.
It doesn't do that on Facebook. He tries every time. It won't let me change the things. Burn some fat in the garage, Jim. Heck yeah, buddy. Get swole. I did not get any new mods, Scott. I was just updating the Discord channel with the list of all the mods we're currently using.
Oh, no worries, Dave Monty.
Gots to go check on a field.
Well, that didn't work. Why did that not take my corn? Because it doesn't use corn, it uses canola.
Dope.
No.
Party foul.
Now I gotta
Save that game.
now I gotta bring my loader up and clean that up.
You just dumped corn all over the place.
I did.
Such a sloppy person. Ooh, I'm out of slots.
That's another big thing from PC to PlayStation is we don't have the slot limit.
Oh, poop. Wrong button. Love it when I do the wrong button to load into a map. Whooping.
Wonder if that is my daughter finally answering me. It is not. It's my wife.
What is your wife doing?
She was trying to post the ad for the bike on Craigslist. And apparently, you have to pay to post ads now.
They've always had a paid option.
I didn't know they had a paid option, but she can't even post the ad without paying now.
Uh-huh.
Which, yeah, that is new.
Honestly, I haven't used or paid attention to Craigslist in so long.
Oh, I mean, we don't use it very often, but we've never sold things before, and I've never had to pay to post an ad. And I mean, if that's the route they're going, people aren't going to use Craigslist. I mean, that's kind of what made Craigslist what it is. Free
Yeah, you
classified.
gotta remember, I mean, they gotta make money somehow. It's a business. I kind of get upset with people when they expect everything for free. It's kind of like with Angie's List. Angie's List is always charged one side of the equation.
Right, I got.
You know, if you're going to sell something, being expected to pay for that service is one thing. If as long as your buyers are getting the information for free, it's
I understand that, and if Craigslist hadn't been free for the last 10 years, then I wouldn't even have said anything. But for them all this time,
changing the business model sucks. Yeah,
yeah.
I get you. I understand.
And like I said, I mean that's what made Craigslist what it is. The fact that it was free classified ads. If it's no longer free, people just aren't going to use it because there are 800 other ways to sell your stuff for free.
Ah, yes, but does it have the same reach that Craigslist does?
Absolutely. It actually has
No.
more.
No. When you think of going to a sales site, the first thing that pops in your head is, oh, I'm going to check Craigslist. It's kind of like when you're going to use a search engine, you use Google. When you're talking social media, you're talking Facebook. When you're talking making your own little stuff and selling it online, you think Etsy.
Right, but what I'm saying
these are brands that they built up and they're just trying to cash in on it.
Right, and actually, believe it or not, Craigslist is not the first one that comes to mind when you go to sell things. Facebook Marketplace is. Facebook Marketplace.
No, Craigslist is still much bigger than Facebook Marketplace. The thing about Facebook Marketplace that gets everybody is it's all in their face. And Facebook is doing its best now that it is a publicly owned company to consolidate into a lot of other services. They've been acquiring competition left, right, and center. And, you could also use the same argument with with Facebook. You know, remember the good old days when Facebook didn't have ads on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they had to change their business model, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, they're putting ads on here." Well, yeah, it's a social media platform that's free. They've been gathering your personal information for years, just specifically so that they could sell ads. Um, I'm kind of curious though, so I'm actually going to jump on Craigslist while we're here and try and make an ad. So she was doing the bike, right?
Yep.
Okay, so what I want to do, they really don't make this easy either. How to post. Are all ads free? There you go. Job postings in the United States and selected Canadian areas, $10 to $75. Apartment rentals in Boston, Chicago, and New York City areas, $5. Commercial real estate, US, $5. All for sale by dealer. Categories in the US, $3 to $5. Cars, trucks, RVs, motorcycles by owner in the US, $5.
Yep, I'm looking at the list right now. Cars is $5. Motorcycles is $5.
Okay, so furniture by dealer. So if you want to sell furniture, it's free. If you want to sell records or comic books, it's free. If you want to sell a car or truck,
It's $5.
RV or motorcycle by owner in the US is $5. Now, one of the other things a lot of people don't get, there's been huge changes in online commerce regulations. Patreon now charges sales tax
I saw that.
for all 50 states. They have to do it. Etsy charges sales tax for all 50 states. The regulations that change forced that upon those things. They might have not made a decision, and honestly, for something like that in automotive, that could be a federal guideline that they have to actually charge a fee, that there's some form of tax. It's $5 for an automotive listing. If you don't like it, put it up on Facebook, bro.
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just did that. I don't know. It's one of those things where
Honestly, if I put a $5 ad and it reaches 1 million people, well worth the money. If I put a free ad and it only reaches 100,000, as long as the item sells for what I want, I really don't care. I don't know. Now, see, Facebook Marketplace, you also have a lot of restrictions on what you can and can't sell. You cannot sell weapons. You cannot sell furs. Actually, it's hard to sell leather
you
on
actually,
Facebook.
well, you actually can't sell guns on Craigslist either.
Yeah. But you can't even sell a holster on Facebook. It's a violation of terms of service. Can't sell LARP swords, foam noodle swords. You know, you can't sell those because it's a weapon. I love that personally. I really need to clear out my friends list. Oh my gosh. So many dumb people posting really dumb stuff. Ooh, I should send this to Devante. He'll get a kick out of this.
The only reason they did it was to weed out spam.
Makes
Which
perfect sense.
um, doesn't really make sense to me. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
It is what it is.
Yep.
is what it is. Patron does not charge sales tax for states that don't have sales tax. Okay. Thank you for the clarification, Twiggy. They were required to charge sales tax for all states that charge sales tax.
Which applies to
Forgive me,
us.
I forget that some states don't charge sales tax.
Yes, we have sales tax. We have a high fuel tax. We have our tax has tax in Pennsylvania.
I know. I'm just waiting for our tax of our tax of our tax. That's gonna be fun. And good morning, Twiggy. How you doing, hon?
Yeah.
It's gonna be the new thing. Charging sales tax for states that don't charge sales tax.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Saving content.
Game is paused.
So I started the new Facebook group for Big Papa Timo Gaming.
Oh yeah.
And I named it Saving Content. Game is paused.
Nice.
Somebody told me that I sound like Bob Ross the other day.
Bob Ross?
Yeah, apparently I sound like Bob Ross.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was fascinated by that actually.
Were you cutting down your happy little trees?
I was cutting down some happy little trees, but I don't think that's what triggered the other one. Alright, C is the equipment pack. Definitely want that one here. Need an angry Fiat.
I actually hate to say it, but I think today's going to be one of the days where we're going to have to cut it a little short.
That happens.
Yeah, I just have one day off a week is not enough.
No, it really isn't. It really isn't.
That and I'm hungry.
Oh, great. How dare you want to eat?
I know. Well, that's certainly an interesting little glitch.
Gonna buy yourself a harvester and a tractor, what, on Green River or on Ischia, Scott? That mod list got really long for Ischia.
Yeah. Happens pretty quick too.
It does. Now, really, all it was I was activating mods that I already had. So, I mean, a lot of them are pretty common mods, anyways.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, somebody's not happy. Uh-oh, that sounds like slamming doors.
Slamming door repeatedly.
Reed having a bad day.
Apparently so.
That happens.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but it happens.
Well, I want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out. Having a good time today. I need to get back to work. Big Papa Timo is going to be streaming later.
Yeah, I think I'll go live probably about 2 o'clock. I'll take like a 45-minute break. Then I'll be live on the Facebook gaming page.
On the Books of Face.
On the Books of Face.
Well, yeah, it's a perfect time for me to go and see what's going on. You want to take us out there, Timo?
Yeah, I just want to also thank everybody for stopping by. Thank you for all the love and support. Thanks for all the new people that stopped by. Check out Reaper. Make sure you give them a follow and a like. Get the notification bell so you get notifications when we go live. This is our regular Sunday morning mid-lunch crisis stream. And until next time, go plow your own damn fields.